YouTube. What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video from Fantasy Good Sports, guys. And today's video is going to be on 5 guys that you should be trading for. Trade for these guys. I think these guys have league-winning upside. So, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting-edge content. And before we begin, guys, if you want to support the channel, all you gotta do is become a member of the channel, right? I got 4 different tiers. If you become a female tier, which is $20, guys, you get your first consultation free. That's 30 minutes. Whatever you need for your fantasy football team, we can chop it up for 30 minutes, and I can help you. And I've helped a lot of people get to championships, get to the playoffs, get just change their team trajectory around, whatever you may need. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. I said what I said. This is cutting edge content. So with no further ado, let's begin. And listen, guys, if you watch the whole video, make sure you watch the whole video. Put the 100 symbol in there, right? And let me know if you disagree with some of these guys, or if you got advice for some of these for the content. I welcome it all, guys. So make sure you spam the chat with your comments or the 100 symbol. So, like I said, I got 3 bonus guys, so make sure you watch the whole video. So I'm going to start off with my number 5 guy, and this is going to be a tight end. This is going to be David Njoku. Now, listen, I have some really smart subscribers that I learn from every day. So this is what I would like to let them know. David Njoku is a 6'5" tight end. Harold Fannin is like, what? Guys, I haven't looked up his height, but he isn't the target guy or the statue that David Njoku is. So Joe Flacco, Shadir, Dylan Gabriel, they need this guy. So David Njoku, guys, just because week 1 he got out-targeted by Harold Fannin doesn't mean that he's not going to have high-target games going forward. Now, Harold Fannin is a really good tight end, like a Jonnu Smith. He's a baby Jonnu Smith. He's going to get the ball in his hands. He's going to make things happen. He runs like a running back when the ball is in his hands. So they're going to make sure this guy get targets, but he's not David Njoku. He's not a 6'5" guy who can win with jump balls. So I think David Njoku, guys, is going to have a nice role as this offense evolves and finds out who we should target at what time of the game and who we should be targeting at different spots of the field. Once that's figured out, David Njoku is going to be okay at the tight end position. So right now, people are a little worried about Harold Fannin, so you need to go get David Njoku this week before he goes off for 6 catches for 65 yards and a TD. Once he does that, then people go, well, this is going to be up and down. But right now, you can get David Njoku for cheap because everybody thinks Harold Fannin is about to take over this tight end position. All right, let's move on to my number 4 guy. My number 4 guy from the Chicago Bears is going to be Rome Odunze. Listen, I've already told you to go buy low on Caleb Williams in another video, and I still believe that he's for the 3rd and 4th quadrant. He's going to be really good with Ben Johnson training him, and also Ben Johnson is learning from him too, learning from Caleb himself. But Rome Odunze, guys, is going to have a really nice role, and he fits the skill set of a Caleb Williams. When Caleb Williams runs around and throws those crazy balls across his body with velocity. The only guy that can handle that on his team is Rome Odunze. He's a great jump ball contesting catch guy who runs good routes too. So when everything breaks down and Caleb start using his athletic ability, who's going to be the beneficiary at the wide receiver position from that? It's going to be Rome Odunze. So you need to go buy low on Rome Odunze right now or trade for him because he's cheap. Nobody's Rome Odunze. Nobody's really on the Chicago Bears, guys, outside of DeAndre Swift. So you can get Rome Odunze for a discount. Let's move on to my number 3 guy. Here's another wide receiver from the Indianapolis Colts, and it's going to be Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman is a number 1 guy, guys, but you can buy him as a wide receiver 3. There's a lot of wide receiver 2s that cost more than Michael Pittman. Devontae Smith costs more than Michael Pittman. Calvin Ridley probably costs more than Michael Pittman. But you got one more game. If he goes off for another 18 to 20 points, you won't be able to get him at that price anymore. So right now, this week, you got to go get Michael Pittman. And to me, this will be a type of guy that I'm buying to complete my flex. Or if I'm just struggling at wide receivers and I have a bunch of running backs that I would not be able to get into my lineup, use one of those guys to go get Michael Pittman and another piece, or 1-for-1. Depends on the value of the player that you're giving up. So guys, don't sleep on Michael Pittman. I know Daniel Jones is not a quarterback that we want to trust every single week, but getting Michael Pittman the ball, throwing those jump balls, getting him in the spots that he needs in order to win, I think that's going to be happening a lot in Indianapolis, so I want Michael Pittman on my team. All right, guys. Got another wide receiver, and I promise you, I got a running back for you. It's only one running back because I couldn't find anybody that I thought that you could really get a good deal on, and it's going to give you really true upside. But first, before we get to that number 1 spot, let's talk about the number 2 spot, and it's going to be a wide receiver from the Detroit Lions, and it's going to be Jameson Williams. I know a lot of people are scared about Tesla, saying that Tesla's going to take over. Jameson got overpaid, and some of that stuff could have some truth to it. But what I will say, Jameson Williams is going to have some big plays, and that's why I drafted him in the 4th and 5th round, maybe even later, depending on where I got him, depending on my draft strategy. I love Jameson Williams for big plays. So, guys, go get this guy for cheap. I think he's probably just as cheap as Michael Pittman with the bad game that he had last week. So, guys, I'm buying Jameson Williams for big explosion plays. That's how you win. Let me tell you how I got beat real quick before I move on to my number 1 guy, which is a running back. I killed, as far as I had CMC, I had some down wide receivers like Jameson on that team, but I had CMC, Derrick Henry, Brock Bowers was winning by 40, 50 points. And then I came and played against them. Zay Flowers, yes, Zay Flowers on the team. I'm not worried about that. Zay is good. He did what he did. It happens. But you know why I lost? It's because of Josh Allen. Josh Allen went for like 48 points. I had my quarterback was Drake May, and he went for 19. So that 48 and 19, boom, that's what ate my winning margin up, and I lost. And I always told y'all about that. Now, I don't want to get off topic on this video, but that's why I'm drafting elite quarterbacks, because I've been beat like that a bunch of times where I had a good team, but I didn't have a boom. That's why I'm willing to go get boom guys like a Jameson Williams. So that was my little story. Hopefully y'all can follow that, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what time it is where I'm talking about Jameson Williams, and that way I know you paying attention and I can give you credit in a live and shout you out. So right now, guys, go to the comment section and say, hey, TD, you was talking about Jameson Williams during this time. Okay. So last but not least, before I get to the bonus, guys, it's going to be a running back from the New England Patriots, and you probably know who I'm about to say. It's going to be Travion Henderson. Excuse me, guys. I thought I had to sneeze. I did. So, Travion Henderson. Guys, this is going to be a top 5 back if you ask me. I love the team that he's on. Now, if he was going to get ran 20 times on the center, no, I don't want that Travion Henderson, even though he can be very good in that type of role. But he's with Josh McDaniels, who hyper targets satellite backs. And when a satellite back is like an Alvin Kamara type, right? And that's what Travion Henderson is going to do. I think this is the next Devon A-Chain, Alvin Kamara type. And New England got him. So you need to go be getting Travion. You can get him for the low right now. You know, I'm not saying he dirt cheap, but if you got a guy like James Conner in your flex, why not go get Travion Henderson, right? Any of these players that, people are you kind of worried a little bit. You don't know Mike Evans. I'm going to get Travion Henderson for a top 5 upside. So, guys, make sure that you go get Travion Henderson. I think this is going to be the next rookie running back to break out like a Jahmyr Gibbs did his rookie season. B-John, I won't say that he really broke out later, but, yeah, you know, rookie running backs, they break out in that 4th quadrant, which is the fantasy football playoffs or a couple games before the fantasy football playoffs. Okay, so let's get to some of the bonus guys. The first bonus guy I want to talk about is going to be Keon Coleman. Yes, guys, Keon Coleman. The reason why I like Keon Coleman, he's part of a Josh Allen family. And what I mean by family, when you're on the same team with a guy like Lamar, Josh Allen, or Jaden Daniels, your fantasy football numbers are going to be multiplied by 2. I really believe that. You see how when you go to a bad team, what happens with Tyreek Hill, but if you go to a good team, that you're going to multiply that 5, 6 points by 2, which is 12 points. That's what Josh Allen's going to do for Keon Coleman, making big plays. When he runs around, he needs somebody who can jump ball, right? I talked about that with Rome Odunze, and Keon Coleman is the same type player. So pick up Keon Coleman or try to trade for Keon Coleman. If you have some of these middle tier guys that you're not really like Devontae Smith, I'm going to get Keon Coleman. A.J. Brown, I'm probably going to get Keon Coleman and another piece, right? So be paying attention to that. Another buy low or a trade target for a bonus guy is going to be Terry McLaurin. Listen, Jaden Daniels is super special. I don't want to crown him too quick, but every time I watch this guy, he's always wowing me. Like, I think he's special. I sit around. I didn't tell a lot of you to draft him, and that might be one of my mistakes this year. This might be one of the things I have to go down with the ship on. But this guy looks special. And Terry McLaurin, you can tell that he hasn't played a lot in camps because of that missed long ball. He was wide open. They're not going to keep missing on that. Even if it don't hit this week, which is today, they still going to be good going forward. So I want Terry McLaurin. And like I told you, I'm going to keep picking on Devontae Smith. Not saying Devontae Smith is not a good player, but I'm swapping out Devontae Smith for Terry McLaurin. There's several guys. And I don't really have no list of guys that I'm doing it, but maybe later on the live you can ask me. But I'm swapping out and going to get Terry McLaurin. Okay, but the last bonus guy is going to be a running back. It's going to be Zach Charbonnet. And I'm not going to sit here and kill Kenneth Walker today because I've done it all year. Kenneth Walker is not the guy. Kenneth Walker is a solid player. He's a number 2 running back on a committee. He can give you big plays, but he's not the guy that's going to get all the carries. Zach Charbonnet can either take over this offense or just make it nasty where there's no value for Kenneth Walker. The value is to get Zach Charbonnet because he went later. So, guys, go get Zach Charbonnet, and eventually you might have a starting running back on your team. And you got him off the waivers or you traded for him. So, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, become a member of the channel if you want to support. You get videos early. You get priority when it comes to your questions getting answered. And I see y'all guys later. We will be going live tonight for the good hour at 6:30. And we're only going to be live for about an hour. So make sure you come in and be a member of the channel to get your questions answered. Other than that, guys, we only answer the super chats because we've got to stick to a regiment. But we do want to get to y'all questions because that's very important. So, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.